When he goes quiet, please know that he's not ignoring you. He is saving you. You know how it works with most women. We talk to untangle the chaos that we've created in our heads. We need the words out loud to see some sort of path. He is wired completely different. When the weight hits him, he doesn't reach for you first. He goes quiet, not because he's mad, not because he's done with you, but because his mind is at war with himself. So let him work through it on his own terms. For him, talking about the problem with no solution yet feels like a failure. It feels like dumping broken glass on your lap and saying, hey, fix this for me. He hates that. So he carries it inside, chews on it for a little while. That silence that you feel is rejection. It's not. It is your protection. He's shielding you from the storm while he is still standing in the middle of it, dealing with it on his own. Some men go even deeper. They lock the door, kill the noise, and don't come out until they have that problem, or at least have created a solution for it. Until he has an answer, until he can walk back in with you and say, it's handled, I've got it, the words feel useless to him. The worst thing you can do is chase him into that cave and demand that he acts like you would. No, the best thing you can do for him is simple. Give him the space that he desperately needs in that moment. Let him know that you're there, you're calm, and you're not going anywhere. But again, give him that space. Sometimes love looks like sitting on the couch beside your man who hasn't said a word in hours. Just be present with him, because when he finally speaks, it will not be to complain. It will be to tell you that the war is over and he's made sure you never had to fight it. That is how he loves. Quietly, completely, alone first, so you never have to be. So thank him.
When he asks you if you can cook for him, ask him, can he build a house for you?
This is not the gotcha moment that you think it is. Because for a man to build a house would take 1 to 2 years of his life and hundreds of thousands of dollars. For you to make dinner takes about a 10-minute trip to the grocery store, maybe 30 to 40 minutes of cooking, and maybe 10 minutes of dishes afterwards if you want to count that. But you would probably make the argument as to why your husband would need to do the dishes. This is an attempt of a woman to logically reason through getting what she wants. And all men know this as they're listening to it, because it's not logical. It doesn't line up as far as time and effort. Because of that, when a woman comes on here and tries to attempt that logical reason to get what she wants, men see it. They see right through it. And all men will take from this is that you specifically are that type of woman that wants to take, and she will not be willing to reciprocate anything near the amount of energy or effort that he puts in. And they know that that is just not worth it.
Does being an attractive woman make dating more difficult?
Absolutely.
Or easy for you?
It makes it harder, and especially when you're career driven, it makes it like 10 times harder.
When you say 10 times harder as a career driven woman, what do you mean?
I think that men are scared of women in power. So then when it comes down to dating them, they feel like inferior to them instead of like a partner, where it should be like a partnership.
How have some of the men that you've dated before shown you that they're inferior to you?
To be honest with you, I've actually haven't been dating, so I've been single for a really long time.
How long are we talking?
I was married for almost 10 years and then we separated, so I've been single now for 5 years.
What your 10-year commitment to this man?
Woman.
Oh, you were married to a woman?
Yes.
Why'd you end your marriage with her?
We just grew apart, you know? My parents got sick. I had to move back home, and it was just kind of like things happen. We grow apart, and you just can't really move on from certain types of situations, you know? I think a lot of it had to do with that she didn't feel good enough to be with somebody like me. She always felt like insecure and, you know, I guess like that I was more superior, and it was never like that. But that's how she felt.
So the same problems you run into with men, you ran into with women too.
Yeah, and like even now, like it's really hard to find somebody who's like, hey, I only have like 15 hours out of the week to date with you. Like, is that okay? And a lot of people just don't want that. Or you run into the problem of like men don't want to actually have like conversations, and it just comes into they want to just have, and it kind of just like makes it hard.
So ideally, are you shooting for a woman or a man now?
I think that I'm shooting for a man, to be honest with you. I had a really great relationship with my ex-wife. Like, I'm really happy for what we had, but you know, on to new things. You never know.
I can't tell if women are saying they are the table because they really believe that, or they really just don't know what to bring to the table. But what I was taught a woman is supposed to bring to the table is, number one, respect. Number two, an open mind. Number three, the ability to be taught and to be led. Number three, assistance, support. Number four, a good attitude. Be happy, be loving, be warm, be vulnerable. Okay? And then you're supposed to bring questions if you have them. Okay? Be authentic, be selfless, be ready to give. Okay? Don't be looking for what you could take. Give as much as you can as a woman. Okay? And then everything that you gather from all of that, teach it to your children. Be prepared to teach those kids. Somebody once said to me, don't have children if you're not prepared to teach them what you've learned. That hit deep for me.
Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge.
No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many decades been the butt of jokes.
Yeah, because of gender rules.
Yes.
People feel like because she's Oprah Winfrey, who did y'all want her to be with, Barack Obama? That doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about powerful women, what we're left with. So I'm supposed to find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money, but at the same time, I got to still be like, guys, what's going on here? Why am I? Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. And I frankly don't care if that's who you love. That's who you love. Why do we have to deal with that?
Yes.
That to me makes no sense. I ain't never look. My daddy told me a man needs to treat you right. He needs to handle and service you in whatever way you need service. Let me tell you one thing that Kiki don't need:
money.
From nobody. Now, if you want to give a little something and get my nails done, something cute,
but
I'm fine with
they do
it.
that? But shouldn't they make that effort,
Yeah.
Kiki?
But you might still look like Stedman to the world, and that's a great role.
Because
if I was married to, I was with Oprah Winfrey,
right, you just be sitting up there waiting.
Chilling.
Yeah,
and Stedman, by the way, Stedman's esteemed.
Yeah.
Stedman has a whole career. He's just not Oprah.
Yeah.
So the fact that how dare people compare you to your lover?
Yeah.
I hate that Oprah had to endure that.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that she had to endure that.
It's
I
true.
hate that Stedman had to endure that. And that's why I said what I said, because you had a good role. You were supposed to be my Stedman.
Yes.
Come on.
He was.
When I played that for my dad said, yeah, because why did he want to be Stedman?
Ladies is like, well, I do it by myself. I'm a single mom. I got to do everything. Bitch. Where has that gotten you with the choice that you get to choose from these that you're choosing from? You choosing from who have 80% been raised by women and then mad at the type of that you got to choose from these I did it without a man ass. And then you got to ask yourself why you don't like these. Y'all made these. Y'all programmed these with all the you think a woman would need to program my king, my son, my everything. Well, why y'all don't like these?
Yeah.
You program them that way. So then obviously in a non-biased setting, a woman raising a son to be a good counterpart for a woman ain't a good counterpart for a woman. Well, why? Because you took out the essential part of the man in that process.
But why do you say take out?
Nah, you gotta go back to that.
Why are you saying
you gotta
we
go
took
erase
out? What about the man just actually not being in
That's
that
cool.
part?
Then why? What you did to go to make this decision? You gotta ask yourself. You chose that. Didn't we have women's rights? Why you do that? You so smart.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
I really like this video, and I can't say it like this because I'm not a man. So let's hear it from him.
Don't tell me you want a leader. You get in a relationship with me, I tell you something, you don't listen, but if a tell you the same thing I just told you, you listen to it like it's gospel, you're single. Because you're a rider and you want to be led astray by thought.
Where's the lie? It doesn't exist, because this is exactly what some women do. They will hear their man say that they want them to go to the gym, or that they want them to wear less makeup, or that they want them to change their outfit. Not listen to none of that. But as soon as your homegirl is like, oh, girl, we need to get in the gym. Yeah, you right. Oh, we need to start eating healthy. You know what? I was thinking about going to a salad bar. All of a sudden, or even when it comes to taking off an outfit, because y'all hate when men tell you that they don't like what you have on. But as soon as your homegirl is like, oh, that outfit doesn't look good on you, you should change. Y'all be quick. So for some reason, we are trusting these random women online, and we're not trusting the man that you let inside you. Doesn't make any sense. Never has, never will. If you do not trust the opinion of that man, you should not be in a relationship with that man. Point blank, period.
And you see the frustration on Keke Palmer's face. I think she's in a relationship with, I can't remember his name, but the guy from Hot Ones right now. So honestly and truly, congratulations. I hope it works out for you. In all seriousness. But what you're seeing in that clip is the frustration. Modern women have boxed themselves in. Why does it have to be like this? It don't have to be like that. That's the very argument that men are making. Why do you have to go for the ultra rich guy? Well, you want me to be with Barack Obama? No, you don't have to. You don't have to. That's the exact argument that men continue to tell. Why do you have to be with that? What's wrong with this guy right here? Right? Well, this guy is a science professor. He don't make enough money, but he's pretty smart, I would assume. I don't care about that. I want me a man he don't have to be all that smart. He just gotta have money. That type of stuff. You know what I mean? Y'all put yourself in a box by telling men who you are gonna. Well, he gotta be 6 foot. He gotta have a 6-pack. He gotta have this. He gotta have that, and a whole list of 50 to 100 things. That's your fault. And you're frustrated by your own doing.
There has been no man that I have met who I felt like could give me what I wanted out of life and would be in addition to the life that I've built for myself. And that is such a peaceful place to have gotten to.
Is that a cat? I think that's a cat behind her. A cat or a dog? Anyways, what are you guys looking for? What specifically are you guys looking for? Because a lot of times I see women come on the internet and they go, oh, I've built this life for myself. I can do all this for myself. And I need a man who can give me something different than that. He can't be doing all the stuff that I can do for myself because I can already do that, right? So what are you guys looking for in addition to what you've already built or what you can do for yourself? Because I can't think of anything that you guys, I don't even think you guys know what it is that you're looking for. You just say that because it's easy to say, but you guys don't truly know what you want.
Something that I've noticed about so many men, I didn't say all, so immediately delete your paragraph and get out. They really only become gender abolitionists when it comes to something that they don't want to do. They only start being able to recognize gender inequalities and discrepancies when it comes to something they don't want to do. Like, you woke up this morning, you use he, him pronouns, you call yourself a man, you're he, him, you're a man, you dress like a man. All of those things are by choice. But when it comes to paying for something for a woman, no, can't do it. Holding open a door, no, can't do it. Giving a jacket, no, can't do it. Like, if you're gonna be what a man is, can you go all out? Like, we're in a femicide, like, globally, and we have, like, just gender inequality, FGM. And you're telling me you don't want to hold open the door for somebody, or that you don't believe in chivalry. Okay, you're not a man, you're a secret third thing, and that's okay too.
Why did a man ask me what I would cook for him to sweep him off his feet? And I just want to wholeheartedly say, I am never in my life trying to sweep a man off of his feet. Of course. I am the woman. I would like to be swept. I don't want to pick your big up. Nigga, you pull out the broom and you get to sweeping.
Relax. These women want men to do everything for them, going above and beyond, of course. But when it's time for them to reciprocate, they got a problem with that. They don't even want to do something as simple as making a proper meal from scratch to feed the man that is making sure that they ain't got to worry about any bills. Their man can't even get clean clothes to wear to work. But yet still, their man have to do all the on their list and more. Otherwise, this relationship won't work.
So I just left the tire shop because I had to get a tire replaced. Obviously, I had a flat tire.
Just by the title of this video, entitlement coming in 3, 2, 1.
And as I'm getting out of my car to hand it over to the folks, there's 2 seats, 2 like folding chairs sitting under an umbrella, both occupied by grown men. And as I'm getting out of my car, one of the guys looks over at me, looks at my car, and I'm thinking he's about to offer me his seat.
And there you have it, only 10 seconds later. Ladies, why do y'all feel so entitled to what people already have? And y'all do this with men in every facet of life. It's not just with giving up seats. Y'all literally walk around thinking just because I am a woman, I am entitled to things. A creator by the name of the Black Shawn Michaels once said, ladies, what is something that is socially acceptable that men can require from women? Because women have a laundry list of what they think men should be or what they should be doing. But what is it that men can actually say in return? Not to mention, what millennium are you living in? Feminism chivalry long time ago. Y'all wanted equality. This is what it looks like. How many times do we have to say this? You can't have special treatment, i.e. chivalry, and have equality. That's not how this works. You should have got there before those men and got to the chair first.
He goes, is that a hybrid? No, he goes, is that electric? And I'm like, no, it's a hybrid. And he goes, how do you like it? Why are you talking to me?
So the same man that can't even spark up a general conversation about something basic about your car is the same man that you want to give up his seat to you. Y'all hoes and lost y'all mind.
Offer me your seat. Where's the chivalry? Like, what the It's hot as hell. Why did you not offer me your seat, sir?
Same reason why you didn't offer him your number when he sparked up a conversation. No one's entitled to give you anything the same way you're not entitled to give them anything. Yo, this getting... I don't get it anymore. But you know what? I ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. I keep the change.
Let's say you get married. Will you keep your last name or hyphenate in marriage?
I think I'll keep my last name.
You'll keep your last name?
Yeah, girl. Just because my mom did.
She didn't hyphenate?
Nope.
What about for the kids? Do you have hyphenated?
I have my dad's.
You have your... Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the point of that?
You raised your hand to all of my previous questions. Men should pay on first dates. Men should provide, protect. Men should be chivalrous. Husbands should be willing to protect. I don't know. If you want your husband to for you, you gotta take his last name.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to
at
take
minimum.
What do men get? Women don't want to take the last name. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. What are men getting for all the traditional things that men do?
Nothing. Yeah. Like, why won't you take the last name?
I like my last name.
Even if the guy has a really bad last name and your last name is the dopest last name ever, sorry.
What have men ever done for us that has been worth keeping them around? Seriously, you want to ask that question? I am so tired of our society pretending like men don't matter, like masculinity doesn't matter. They do. You do.
When people get mad that I'm in the industry that I'm in, and they claim, like in my comments, that it has something to do with my father. No, grew up in a 2-parent household. My parents both loved me. Love was not what was lacking. It was money. If Dad was able to buy me a house and a car, I wouldn't need lots of money to do those things by myself. So, men that are so scared of their daughters becoming SW workers, get your money up.
If a man is coming to you and he's telling you that he needs help in any way, financially, just need help, period. Like, you're going to save the day, he don't like you.
And yet more proof that y'all don't understand men. First of all, men don't like asking for help anyway. It's a matter of pride. And they're certainly not going to ask for help from people they don't like. If they do choose to humble themselves enough to ask for help, it's usually from somebody they trust.
In a room of 300 men, how many of them would you think find you attractive? Any number y'all want to give?
Out of 100?
300.
300.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
I don't know, unless they got money.
If you don't shut the up, ain't nobody about to spend no money on you. I got a 10-piece combo and a large soda. What's cracking? You talking about we can get it going. I got a box of Little Debbie's. Nigga ain't finna spend no money on you. Be grateful a nigga even looking your way. Fuck you talking about?
Where are all the good men? Is actually the wrong question. The right question is, would a healthy, successful, emotionally stable man actually fit into my current life? Because if your life feels emotionally chaotic, empty, exhausting, you are automatically putting yourself in a desperate position, waiting for the man to come into your life and solve all your problems. While that might sound comforting, this is exactly why you are attracting men who bring even more trouble in your life. Men can see when you are unbalanced. They are very quickly realize you are desperate and in a position where you will accept low effort and settle for breadcrumbs. And you know the worst part? They are right, you will. The only way out of this cycle is to learn how to love and anchor your own life, even when everything else feels like it's falling apart. Is that actually possible? DM me pattern and let's talk.
I am a single mom and I have come to the conclusion that I'll never get married.
Let me preface this by saying that I am not anti-marriage. I think that you should make whatever decision for yourself and your life that you want. I'm just saying where I am and why I don't think that marriage is beneficial to me. In my mind and by my own experiences and calculations, the cons severely outweigh the pros when it comes to marriage as the woman and as the wife in a traditional marriage. The way that I see it, I would be losing out in every single aspect if I were to get married. The expectations for the work, the emotional labor, the mental load would all fall on me. And I know what you guys are going to say. Some men really do their part. Some men really da-da-da-da. Okay, that's fine. I feel like that's more the exception than the rule. And I'm not going to base me spending the rest of my life with somebody off of the few good apples there are amongst the pool of toxic men. When I think about what my ideal life looks like, it's literally the life that I'm living now as a single woman. My house is the way that I want it to be. I decorated the way that I want it to be. There's no mess that I didn't make in the house aside from my 5-year-old, but he's a 5-year-old, so I don't mind cleaning up his mess. He's a kid. I don't want to clean up after a grown man. I don't want somebody in my face every day asking me what's for dinner. I don't want the expectation that you're going to be folding me like a pretzel every night. I don't want to feel the responsibility of having a partner who has high expectations, but is not contributing an equal amount.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
You know, I really appreciate Lauren kind of trying to detail for women the thought process that a man goes through when he's trying to figure out a problem, because that's really what it is. And even though you're trying to help, you're trying to say, well, open up to me, I'm here for you. And this goes into modern women not really understanding men and not really caring to understand men. Talk to me, tell me what's going on, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to, get it. I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to figure out what the solution is, what the issue is. I'm trying to do all of that stuff. Everything's up in the air. Just give me time to solve the puzzle. Do you need something to eat? That might be a good question because, brain power, and he's probably going to need something to eat. So, yes, bring him something to eat, or I bought you some a snack. I went out to eat and I got you something, or I ordered in and I got you something, or, I'm, stocking your fridge with, whatever it is. He's trying to think about it. And when, like she said, when he figures it out or he has some sort of plan or idea, it might not be perfect or all the way fleshed out, he'll come and say, okay, all right, here it is. I'm thinking about doing this, and this. What do you think? Right. And now he's opening up to you. And that's your opportunity not to bash him, but say, oh, okay. So what are you trying to do? And ask clarifying questions, not to be a judge, but to see, okay, I think there's a weakness here. I would do this only because I was thinking about this and I've seen this. Right. And then when he's listening to you, because you're working with him, you both are collabing, right? You wanted a partnership. That's what it looks like. He'll go back, he'll do or he might stay there and talk to you about it. Right, he'll revise his plan right there in front of you, but he might go back and revise and then come back to you and say, okay, I've been thinking about this, and what about this? And y'all revise the plan together, and you got what you asked for. It's just it was a little bit of a delay, and you had to wait for it a little bit.
If you feel like the woman is letting herself go, ask yourself, am I loving her correctly to the point that she wants to show up as her best self? Sometimes it's not your man doing anything wrong. We deal with a lot of mental stuff. I need you to come and fight for me. Keep me safe from myself so much that I don't get to attack myself.
Okay, so if you didn't see the text above the video, this woman is basically explaining why women let themselves go, why they gain weight. and don't work out and eating a calorie surplus. Anyway, ladies, in 2026, I'm not going to sit here and coddle y'all. We got too many successful women out here making things happen, spitting the game on social media, showing y'all how to do it. And I just can't let this slide. We got to stop blaming everything on your lack of sense of urgency when it comes to your health and fitness. Y'all know well, when y'all go out for girls' nights, y'all eating crazy. Y'all know well, y'all going to bottomless mimosa brunches. Y'all know well, y'all going on vacations and doing all types of things, skipping the gym. Most of my clients are women. I know what's going on out here. If you want to blame men for trauma in relationships or whatever, that's on y'all. But y'all not going to sit here and blame this on your decision to eat unhealthy foods and sit on your and not go to the gym. Nobody's holding a gun to your head and making you eat these things. There's so many women going through what you're going through, what you consider trauma, and they're fit and they're getting it done. And stop blaming kids too. Like, newsflash, 80% of women procreate. Women been procreating for centuries. So clearly you're doing something different now from what the women back then were doing, because they wasn't walking around 300 pounds. And a lot of y'all gonna look at this like I'm attacking women or picking on women, but like, what's better for women with their menstruation cycles, with their PCOS, with their hormones, pregnancies, C-sections, all the stuff that women go through or possibly go through? What's better for women? To tell them to figure out a way to get in shape, or tell them to keep eating Twinkies and keep sitting on their ass and drinking themselves to fat accumulation? What's better for women? You know I'm gonna tell the truth, and you know I gotta go.
Men don't need a lot. They just need the right things consistently. And when a man feels fulfilled by his woman, he becomes the most loyal, grounded, and devoted partner you will ever have. Let me break this down. The 5 things that matter the most. Number 1 is respect. This is number 1 for a reason. Men don't love the way women love. Men love through respect. Speak to him in a way that does not strip him of his freaking dignity. Do not belittle him, nag him, or question his competency when he's trying. A man who feels respected gives everything back tenfold. Number 2, peace. Men go to war in the world every single day. They deal with certain pressures, expectations, and responsibilities that women never see. When he comes home, he's not looking for more chaos. He's looking for calm energy and a woman who isn't constantly in fight mode. Be his peace, and he will protect that peace with his life. Number 3, appreciation. Men don't hear thank you enough. They notice every little thing they do because they do it for you. His effort doubles when you actually acknowledge it, not with some exaggerated praise, just genuine gratitude. A simple, I love how you handled that, or I really appreciate you, goes to his soul. Number 4, affection and intimacy. Men need physical closeness to feel emotionally connected to you. So touch him, kiss him, make love to him, initiate it sometimes. Make him feel wanted, not tolerated. When a woman gives her man affection freely and confidently, his loyalty is locked in. Number 5, admiration. Let him know that you see him. You notice who he is. You believe in him. Men rise to the level of a woman who believes in their potential. When he feels admired by you, he expands. His purpose grows. His desire to provide, protect, and love you grows with it. So keep your man satisfied, okay? It has nothing to do with perfection. Nobody's perfect. It is not about being a maid, a mother, or a doormat. It's about being a partner who understands how men feel love, respect, peace, appreciation, affection, and admiration. That's it.
To perform at the level that I perform at.
So one of the things that you mentioned was that you were looking forward to, and correct me if I'm wrong, becoming manager or managing director of your law firm. And right now, from what I'm aware, through the person that gifted this to you, you are lead receptionist.
Yes. And it's not chasing a dream. There's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. I know this man is out there. And it's just a matter of finding him. 7-figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie. At least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair. That's very important to me.
Okay.
Be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Like, I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday, but I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
Sure, of course.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored. I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Never been married. No kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. No allergies. Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay. I think that's it. How soon can you find the man that satisfies this checklist?
On today's episode of Paying These Hoes to Leave, Shannon, congratulations, who just settled with prejudice. Now, the people that don't know what prejudice, what that means it's done. That means that person can't file again. She can't come back like Cassie tried to Diddy and take the stand. She can't file. It's all the way done. They can't retry some. They can't come back 20 years later. They can't. None of that. Shannon Sharpe is free. Fellas, what you got to understand is when you're moving up in your life or whatever, a lot of times you're going to pay women to stay. They're going to leave you left and right. But when you get to the point where you're really getting that bag, that real money, these women do not want to leave. You're going to have to pay them to get the door. That's exactly what happened. Everybody saw the text messages. We all knew that the situation was consensual. But since when does a man have to go to court to break up with your ass? If the fact of the matter is that this man don't want you no more, don't want to deal with you no more, don't want to work with you no more, don't want to work with you no more, that is not a court case. If you were cool with it while you were in the relationship, you can't try to sue when you get out. I would advise these type of women, while you're with these powerful men, while you're with these rich men, what the hell are you doing with your time? If you're not having to pay bills, why aren't you starting a business? Why aren't you going to school? Why aren't you doing something that, if this relationship goes wrong, that you can bounce back off of instead of suing them for the you was down with in the relationship? Because what people got to understand is the difference between a criminal case and a civil case. Criminal means you did something wrong and your ass is going to jail. Civil case means niggas want some money. Kind of like Cassie. I mean, literally at this point, you're going to have women sign an NDA just to sleep with them. If you consent to something, no matter how freaky it is, you did it. It's not a case. This was a money grab from the beginning. It was a young lady that got voted off the island and she wanted to try to get her severance pay. She'll find some personal trainer like Cassie and blow through it within the next 5 years and be trying to write a book. But she can't because it's with prejudice. So Shannon can sue your ass back. Yeah, we need more doctors, lawyers, and school teachers. Whatever happened to the women that actually had skill and talent without using their body parts? Bring those women back. Bring tap dancing women back. Journalists, makeup artists, nurses, something that requires some kind of skill set and mental capacity for you to make money. Other than laying on your back and taking pictures of what lays on your back. Yeah. You know, women like this, I wonder how their fathers feel. Is your father proud of you? What do you do for a living, baby?
I get smashed by rich black men and sue him for smashing me after.
But this is something to learn about content creators. Shannon Sharpe owns his own platform, Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. So the fact that he might have stepped away from ESPN and all these major corporations, when you own what you do, it's nobody that can fire you. So shouts out to Club Shay Shay. He's still balling. His platform is still huge. And he didn't need the network anyway. If I was him, I probably wouldn't even go back. Take this L, 304s. Y'all losing in 2025. Yeah. Bum 101.
So they took courage, loyalty, strength, traits men have had for thousands of years, and called it toxic. 55% of Americans now think traditional masculinity is harmful. 70% of men feel judged for just being men. A gym teacher got reported for telling a kid to toughen up after dodgeball. We're not fixing masculinity, we're erasing it. And then wondering why boys don't know who they're supposed to be.
And there was a clip where the woman was talking about, you know, POV, you understand why masculinity isn't as prevalent as it used to be, right? And a lot of women that are paying attention They realize this. And I want you to note that the women aren't saying that men are perfect. They're not saying that men have it all figured out. They're not saying that men are just the greatest person that you've come across. They're not saying that. They're simply saying all of the traits, the whole space of masculinity is being wiped out. We're going to need, before we get too far down the line, we're going to need masculinity in some form or fashion. And we better figure out how to try to preserve it before it's too late. But modern women, they don't care really honestly and truly about preserving it. They only care about, they think that they're more masculine. They think that they're more masculine than men are. Oh, we don't need man. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. I'm just as strong as they are, if not stronger. Until, like I said, in one of the clips, a man and a woman were standing face to face. You think you're strong and independent, you can be all up in a man's face, chest to chest, until one of y'all decide y'all gonna go ahead and cross the line and put your hands on that man. And then that man fool around with one punch, one hand is in his pocket. The other one raised up so fast you barely even see it. You don't even see it coming. It knocked you back 3 or 4 steps. And he didn't even put his full weight into it. He was up on his toes. Imagine if he was standing flat-footed. He was secure on the ground. He might have given you a concussion and knocked you 10, 12 steps back. That would have been a problem. Now you're walking home, struggling, head ringing, falling down. Somebody kind of got to come catch you. You don't want to run into that type of stuff. You really don't. You're not what you think you are. So before y'all start trying to obliterate masculinity and let it go extinct or whatever, you better get a hold of it, get in your place, and let the man do what the man does.
What does being divorced, 46, as a single mom look like? Because I don't know how I got here, but here I am.
I don't have answers, and I got boundaries.
Remember those clips that I said that went viral not too long ago?
But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married a white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the side? She lightweight offensive. I am
No, I'm not. I'm saying, like, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
He's the best man I know.
We love Freddie. We love
He really
Freddie.
is. I married him because he's like my dad. He's very loyal, very compassionate, so funny, an awesome guy. And in our 13 years of being together, there was never any lies, no betrayal, no cheating, nothing.
Now, if I was to guess, I would say that the divorce was predicated on the foundation of wanting children at that portion of her life. She was a career-oriented woman and didn't want life interrupted by motherhood. The man that she divorced currently has children.
The truth is, I am now looking at the world with my own eyes, rather than eyes that I feel pretended to see what I wanted to see instead of what I was really seeing.
Eyes wide open now, because after divorce and having a child now, I can just see everything so clearly. It's not about what the world puts upon me. It's about what I think.
You're 46 years old. At what point were you not supposed to figure this out on your own? It's just wild to me to watch grown women figure out high school level when they're about to hit menopause. Like, it just...
At 53, I am no longer the focus of male attention.
Listen to the cope.
And because
Watch.
I'm no longer the focus of male attention, I'm no longer seeking male validation. If I had gotten divorced earlier, even when I was like in my early 40s, I don't know if I would have been able to be in this space right now. I think I still might have been in the place of seeking male attention and male validation. I would have gotten myself into the same trap.
Listen to the way that she frames this through her cope of her situation of no longer receiving the gaze from men is that she spent her whole life imprisoned by the male gaze. Like it was men that forced her to love this attention and to center her life around that. That has nothing to do with men. There is never any real accountability when you listen to them speak. Somehow it always becomes the man's fault.
I need at minimum 6 figures.
Oh,
So minimum 100K in Mobile, Alabama. That's like a millionaire, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
6 figures. So if he made 75K, you couldn't mess with him.
No. I provide a pretty luxurious lifestyle for myself and my child.
So what?
Anybody coming in matching or below me, it's just not gonna work.
And she's a principal of school, by the way. She's teaching the youth. Meanwhile, these perennial modern women cannot even fathom that making $75,000 a year in Mobile, Alabama still gives a person a lot of disposable income. If he's just not willy-nilly spending or spending all this luxurious stuff, he still has a lot of disposable income. So if you can combine your 100 and his 75, you have $175,000 and even more disposable income. But these bad wigged assassins live by what's mine is mine and what's his is mine. So they cannot fathom a lower income from a man, because how else is she going to afford the Walmart wig?
Can you explain to me why you don't want a man with a child?
I feel like that will come with too much drama.
So you wouldn't date yourself?
No.
How does it make sense to ask a man to accept something that
you would not accept yourself?
It's just what I want. I mean, I don't have no other answer for you.
No, you're a principal. You
This is scary.
Educated. You don't get to a principal about being educated.
Right.
That's a simple, basic answer. I want you to use your thought process right
Please.
now.
Deduction.
And really answer this.
Reasoning.
I'm not going to glide over this because you're
Rationale.
You don't become a principal without being intelligent.
Come on.
4 years ago, you didn't have with him, but you had with somebody else because you said your celibacy just began 2 years ago. So
Right.
as you were him, you were sleeping with somebody else?
Oh, go ahead, Kendra.
It's called dating. We weren't in a relationship.
Yeah, because you didn't like him. This is what it comes down to. So the man that he was, I don't know what he lacked, but he made 6 figures, right? You're telling you,
Right.
I'm going for what you told me.
I thought you
And-
was going down the list. Okay.
No, he made 6 figures. You're saying yes, and he had no
Correct.
kids.
Correct.
And while he was dating you for 1.5 years, you were sleeping with another person.
Yes.
Get it, Kendra.
So the person you were sleeping with, did he not make 6 figures?
That's irrelevant.
No, it what?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But she was a liar.
That doesn't make 6 figures. You will have
It's called
you will have a
dating.
baby by a man who doesn't make 6 figures.
Kendra Samuels.
Now you got these other requirements of a man that you've never met. So that guy must have didn't make 6 figures that you were sleeping with while the 6-figure guy was dating.
Dog, accountability is kryptonite to these women. They can't stand the smell of their own. Shout out to Kendra for holding her feet to the fire. I don't think that I've ever seen Kendra hold a woman feet to the fire this much.
Are you fucking serious?
I am.
So-
Motherfucking problem. I
Oh.
promise
Yeah,
you. I'm
and-
ungovernable. I've been with lawyers. I've been with doctors.
Oh. Okay.
I've been with white men.
Bill,
Yes.
oh my God, she
Disgusting.
reached the top of the mountain. She been with men. Oh my
I
God.
She's been with them, but how many ever retained you? All that means to me is that you will let men of any race go deep inside, and then they throw you back to the streets from where you came.
And the only reason why white men are the saviors for the moment is because society allows them to be. So once I deconstructed that, I went back to black men, and I'm here to stay.
I want to make a point because I don't even want to touch that. I think the internet's going to touch that for us. But I think you said that.
If this goes out.
You said that.
You might have to cut this part.
Yeah, you got.
It's out, baby.
I cut her part. You know, yeah. What she said was some. But you
What
said.
I said was some
Let
bullshit.
me explain. 'Cause you held the mic.
You're very sensitive.
You held the mic.
You're extremely
I've been taking my turn. I've been taking my turn.
Yeah, she's extremely sensitive. And I grew up around boys. Like, I know sensitive boys. I have all
So
boy
sensitive.
cousins.
So sensitive.
I
I'm
know.
gonna cry after this podcast.
I can look
Please
in the
get me
eyes and see
Yes,
who
tears,
who really
tears.
got it.
Oh my God,
no.
I won't be able to sleep at night thinking about. Oh my God, if I could only be with a woman like her. Anyway, but the point I want to make right is this.
You think the internet gonna grind me up?
Oh yeah, they're gonna chew me
Yeah.
up. They're gonna chew me up.
No, sorry. All the man said was that was some. And through your own emotion and irrationality, you began to call him out of being a boy.
Women, then
You're not married. You don't have any
She ain't
kids.
gonna let him talk.
You're a YouTuber. I'm a veteran. I'm a widow because I was married, right? I have a daughter that I put in one of the best schools in this country, right? I'm not going to say how much I make money, but I make very good money. I'm a contributor to my community.
And I still want
all it. I don't want you. Right? What the
And I don't want to.
You're still gonna be a leftover, baby. She's screaming she's not masculine from the mountaintops, but even outside of her wounded masculine behavior, she's currently competing the things that she's done within her life to a man.
That's absolutely fine. But she believes that men of value want this. She believes men of value want this.
Uh-oh.
You smell funny, right?
I smell funny?
Yes, you do. You smell funny, and the that you could never touch. Even the white boys, these lame ass. Are you serious? Get the fuck out of here.
Yo.
Get the fuck out of here. See, I told you don't bring me around these nut ass. I make too much money. I make $350,000
So then represent yourself. So then represent yourself like a professional woman. Sit down and have a conversation.
Mullen, you have 10 minutes to respond to this message before I go and walk down the aisle. It's not too late. Let me know.
Let me know.
Wait a minute, so let me get this straight. You are 10 minutes away from walking down the aisle, and what's on your mind at that point in time is a celebrity that doesn't even know you exist. Not the man that proposed to you, not your family and friends that showed up to support you, not the fact that you are about to commit to this man for the remainder of your lifespan. You are sending a message out to a celebrity that doesn't even know you exist. And the message you want to send to him is, if he's willing and ready to accept you, or if he wants you, you will call off the whole wedding right then and there. Some of y'all deserve to be lonely in the worst way. And the funny thing is, I looked in the comments, there's a couple people saying, oh, it's a joke. That's not a joke you play on your wedding day. And then you posted it for the world to see. I hope that man divorces you, because that's disrespectful. I don't care what anybody says. That's disrespectful. On my wedding day, I'm probably palms are sweaty, I'm nervous, and my wife is in a completely different room making a video to a celebrity that doesn't know she exists and saying to him, I'm willing to call off this wedding if you want me. I hope your husband sees the light and divorce you. I'll be honest with you, because the level of disrespect is just, it's outrageous, unattainable. It's just sickening, to say the least. But you know what? Fortunately for you, you ain't got to listen to shit I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep the change.
And self-checkout is right. I think there was another woman that did something similar to where, like I said, I mean, you know how much work, how much planning and stuff that goes into the wedding day? All that, you want to be serious. Oh, be serious. Oh, you can't. The man is joking around. We ain't got no time for that rehearsal. Can't do nothing. But when it comes to the woman, not only can they go out there and act a plumb fool, they can go out there and say stuff like this. Why? Why would you want to? Like he said, the man's, he probably in another room, palms sweaty, he nervous, and everybody, honestly and truly, everybody's nervous. Oh man, I don't want to fall down. Is the flower girl going to do what she's supposed to do? What's going to happen? Everything going to go off with a hitch? And you worried about getting the attention of a rapper? Now, what if that rapper would have said, oh yeah, it's funny. Like he said, he reposted it, and he would have put, I think he put like, on one of the ladies, he put like, kind of side eye, whatever, like, hey, I'm kind of curious or whatever, whatnot. What if he would have said, let's do it. I got you. Let's just hang out. I got VIP passes. If you do it for my next 3 concerts, I'll fly you and your girl out. And your girls out. All expenses paid. Then what? Are you taking that? Oh, I don't know that. What should I do? She gonna pick up that phone. Oh, Chief Keef responded. What should I do? Oh, I don't know, girl. It's a once in a lifetime. You really take it. Da. Go down there, get cracked, and then left for dead on the scrap heap. And I don't mean left for dead literally. I just mean figuratively. Left for dead. That man don't want you. Pumped, dumped. Get out of here. Send you on back to the house. Oh, well, at least I got a good vacation out of it, because that man ain't gonna take you back. And everybody on the internet know the kind of bull crap that you've been a part of. Hope it was worth it. Stop doing stupid stuff like that.